Netanyahu inviting the new Ukrainian comedian president to Israel. Trump armed the Ukraine, so you're cool in my book. Got any good Humalicker jokes for me? Jackie Mason is beginning to sound a tad repetitive for my taste. Can I get a holla for some holla? My favorite Russian ads on Facebook about Hillary. Bernie is a fake news communist. Fuck that disbarred bitch. Chelsea isn't ugly anymore. Lolita Express equals rape plane. Seth Rich and Julian Assange rule. How did Russia help Trump get elected again? Did a hologram of Drago appear in previous blue state voting booths in Pennsylvania demanding vote Trump or I'll break you? Resist this absurdist pointed joke, losers! Jared Kushner on his soon-to-be-released Middle East plan. The Palestinians will charge America of apartheid-supported collusion no matter what. Jared Kushner on Jamal Khashoggi's death. The Saudis aren't into Muslim Brotherhood propagandists. I sold them Tomahawk missiles. They're guided by a new prince. He knows being held hostage by radical jihadist bile is bad for business. I used to carry the Wall Street Journal underneath my armpit every day at Harvard University. So I know a thing or two about how the real world works. Jared Kushner on Jamal Khashoggi's death. What do you want from me? Unlike Jim Acosta, his press credentials are revoked permanently. The Saudis aren't too fond of the Washington compost. Mark Levine wrote that for me. Jared Kushner on his soon-to-be released Middle East plan. The Palestinians will withhold their call to refrain from violence in less time than it takes me to burst with Ivanka and Sheer talking dirty to me in Mandarin. Can I get a holla for some holla? Closed-door meeting between Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey, that anti-American, freedom of speech silencing piece of shit, and President Trump. Here we go. Jack. It's Trump. Jack. Can I call you Jack? You only exist because of me. Fuck Milo. Nobody misses his tweets. Without me, Twitter is dead, and journalists lose all reason for living. Can I get another holla for holla? Closed-door meeting between Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey and President Trump continued. Jack, is your friend fake news fro Colin Kaepernick enjoying the largest unemployment check cut ever recorded? Just curious, dude. Do you ever trim that thing? Bill de Blasio, fighting climate change. No more glass skyscrapers. They contribute more to global warming than Team AOC's clam baking sessions and her entourage of SUVs from the Boogie Down Bronx to her dealer's more gentrified brownstone hoods in Park Slope. Do you think kids in Park Slope make your mama jokes about stroller moms? Such as, your mom is so dumb, she can't even complete the crossword puzzle in the Monday New York Times. Ha! I did that joke when I was trying out for the New York Comedy Festival. And then I did a joke after that, and it got a laugh. And then this got resistance. I said, and your mom is so ugly, she makes Annie Leibovitz look like Princess Diana. Still makes me laugh. And apparently I can't make fun of Annie Leibovitz, even though she's the most glorified photographer of all time and got to grow up during the 60s and hang out with Hunter and work for Rolling Stone before they endorsed radical jihadists on the cover. So not really feeling bad for Anne. Come on. She's not a looker. But she's made a career doing photography. My wife says, well, I had to make a living. I had to be a nurse. And she has to revitalize blue-faced babies for a living and check for vital signs, which makes me feel like a full-blown, self-absorbed narcissist because all I check for is for retweets. So, not feeling bad for Ann. New York Times apologizing to its readers when Trump wins all 50 states in 2020. It was a nice run while it lasted. The National Enquirer is still standing. Tabloid journalism needed an elitist powerhouse to take over it. Democrats calling on Republicans to impeach Trump is an Eastern worshiper Hail Mary of the most deplorable, desperate, laughable order. Be more of a transparent, sore loser twat, Twitter. Memo to Governor Cuomo. Biden has the best shot to beat Trump. Is Don Jr. banging Eric Trump's made-up widow? Is Trump inhaling Kellyanne Conway's hair with cameras blaring to ensure she's washed the stench of Porky George out of her hair? My wife always gives my parents crap because they never took me to any Broadway plays, and I grew up literally a 30-minute train ride outside of Midtown Manhattan. Although one time I did go to camp and I did see South Pacific, so I'm glad my parents, summer to themselves, was able to generate that comedic gem. Despite the fact that not really the biggest self-esteem booster when you go to camp in Kent, Connecticut, and you are the second worst athlete after the chic son from Great Neck. But I got better, and I won the most improved basketball player. True story. I actually had a premonition that I was going to get an award, which is crazy, because it was an award literally invented for me. I bawled. I was beyond moved. I literally have distinct memories of blowing off canteen mixers because I was this shy kid, petrified with fear. And my attitude was, well, why am I going to go to canteen mixer? All the jobs from Great Neck, meaning the boy campers, are going to hook up with the same chicks. I have no game. I have nothing to say. I have no mojo. Never had a conversation with my dad with the birds and the bees. Remember this one guy saying, you want to smell it? You want to smell it? Talking about third base. I had no idea what he's talking about. Remember another kid saying, oh, what do you need Vaseline for? That my mom packed for me? I had no idea what he meant. 0.0 knowledge, folks, okay? It's going to be way different with my sons, all right? I'm going to make sure that they don't leave the house for junior high without at least a backpack full of poundable pre-consent forms to hand out like flyers, because they will be attracting mountains of muff. I don't see that not happening at all whatsoever. So, somewhat mountain of muff, somewhat sleepaway camp. Another award that I got out of the blue was me getting another award that's meant in my honor. Was I won Grooviest my senior year in high school, and this other girl Sharon Blonder won, and I mean she had nice tits. She was part of like the Pinko class from Israel. Typical for those girls from Israel, like 0.0 personality, no offense, and I don't know why she won Grooviest. I have no idea, because she wore a flannel well, but yeah, she won Grooviest, and I'm not going to say she took away from the specialness of the award, because it was just nice to get an award, because not everyone gets an award senior in high school, and I did, so not going to complain about it, but Grooviest, and it's something cool I could tell my kids. I wonder what Beto won in high school. What did he win exactly? Was it I doubt it was a Pimp of the Year. Bitch better have my money through rain, sleet, or snow. That man Shakespeare. Great movie. I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. Millennium Musketeers. Definitely worth checking out immediately. Holds up very well. Florida felons, for the record, Florida felons love Trump. Trump was gangster before he killed off the Bush dynasty, ushered in prison reform, and pardoned Jack Johnson. I'm black and I'm proud of it. Gangbanger reformer Jim Brown got his back. Felons wouldn't fuck Unibrow Maddow with Michelle's dick. Can I get a holla for some holla? Bernie Sanders wants to give voting rights to the Boston bomber. What about Seth Rich, Bernie? He's more alive than that piece of shit inside. Stay morally strong, smear breath. White House. Outside the White House, some kid. Build the wall. Trump says, it's happening, kid. The kid says, well, Ann Coulter isn't over her blue balls just yet, so get cracking. Dentist's office. Friends is on the TV as I'm getting my deep cleaning. My first round of deep cleaning. And I say to the hygienist next to me, I can't tell whether I want to bang yet or not. I said, my favorite bottled water is Smart Water. It adds an extra bounce to my step. When I drink it, I feel like Jennifer Aniston on The Rebound. Hygienist laughs a long time. This is me at home. My wife says, I tried to tell you about buying these rugs. You can clean our new rug in the wash. And I say, stop talking. Because of you, I want to roll up something earlier than usual. Amy Poehler. It's Amy Poehler, the great Amy Poehler, who's never made me laugh out loud in my entire life. She's very successful, very happy for her. Too bad things didn't work out with Will Arnett, because he's really funny. And he's made me laugh numerous times. Fantastic as the voice for Batman. So this is Amy Poehler, opening up to the Hollywood Reporter. Hillary not being elected was a huge loss. I never meant my demonic-powered cackle hyena representation of Hammer Time Cankles to hurt her. Chances of beating pussy grabber ever. Can I get another holla for some holla? This is my daughter as Miss America. Raise your hands for your next Miss America. But Trump, keep your hands up high where I can see them. Can I get another holla for some holla? Impeach Trump. Are you kidding me? On the basis of what? To boost baby boomer morale, who've given up hanging on to every word from Unibrow Maddow since the Blue Balls Mueller report dropped? Warming up to share. She says, excuse me if I don't want murderers, rapists, and child murderers to vote. Is she attending Kanye's Sunday sermons? Did the ghost of Greg Allman tell her to take some boomers for some soul shine lights? Why does Silicon Valley fawn over Mayor Pete? Because they fantasize about him being the real alpha dog to be the go-to top in a room with Peter Thiel? Or else, good luck drawing blood from Trump on the debate stage, Millennial Mouseketeer. Can I get another holla for some holla? Twitter announced plans to allow users to report tweets which misled voters. It doesn't matter. Shadow ban this, resist this. Americans care about results, like ending never-ending wars, our duly elected American president making ball busting great again. Mayor Pete, doubt Sanders can beat Trump. You're still a Millennial Mouseketeer mayor of Indiana, correct? Exude enough establishment torpedoing gravitas to have the DNC steal your nomination, and we'll talk Children of the Corn. Little Kim, an upbeat mood before a summit with Putin. I should Skype Dennis and have him ride Michelle Wolf for me today. Raggedy Ann can't resist this photo op for the ages. Also, black guys aren't into busted skinny bitches. Can I get another holla for a holla rich podcast? Holla! Whoopi Goldberg on free terrorists having voting rights. Antifa kids are old enough to vote, I think. Babyface Omar can vote. What? In the age of Trump, we need all the comic relief we can get. Discouraging my daughter from wearing her robe with no undies on underneath. Cover up enchilada already, Matilda, so the Chinese underworld has less to see. I can only handle so much basic instinct to let your vagina air out at 8. Amy Poehler on the age of Trump. It's hard to not have a full-blown panic attack every day. Tina Fey is smirk-free now. Did you know that? Teeing off on Sarah Palin was child's play compared to Trump. At least Netflix has our back. Say something funny, Amy, such as Trump has ties to Russia. Duh, most mail order bride owners do. Can I get another holla for some holla? Amy Poehler on Trump again. Women have been righteously furious about this administration putting so many women in positions of power as their husbands benefit from the first spike in significant wage increases in over 8 years. Amy Poehler on President Trump again. I can't watch him speak, let alone stomach Alec Baldwin's sagging sense of purpose since the Mueller report release. Improv 101. The golden rule of Improv 101 is always agree and say yes to everything but this gross injustice. Can I get another holla for some holla. Amy Poehler teaches her sons about privilege by imploring them to donate their birthday money to causes like immigration. Save time and buy them gift certificates from Michaels to build beautiful mock walls at home. Amy Poehler opening up to the Hollywood Reporter again. Hillary not being elected was a huge loss. I'm being repetitive, so I'll shut up. Booker defending babyface Omar. She hasn't dropped the K-bomb yet, has she? But the bitch was wrong to trivialize 9/11 and blame it on Bush. Do you fake feminist bitches want a free-thinking, democratic centrist president or not? Bernie Sanders on letting felons vote again. Boston Bomber, out of BC from Eyes, give them all the right to vote, except Martha Stewart. Assuming she's caught insider trading again. She's made enough money off white housewives already. God pushing me to not abandon my podcast domination dreams just yet. Text reads, can I get a holla for some holla? Fuck the Apollo was comedy gold, because that's what friends are for. Thanks, Paul. Explain to my dad what happened at the Apollo. Waited for 2 hours, and I walked away. You waited for 2 years for the Mueller report. Have you decided to walk away from the rape, enablement, jihadist, hijack Democratic Party? Yes? Can I get another holla for some holla? Father, what if the Knicks get Durant and Kyrie? I said, I'll still be rocking the Dallas KP jersey next year because I want to believe in Latavian unicorn comeback miracles. Uni will fly again. Me at the Farmers and the Fish with my wife. Lamb, must be talking to the waiter. Lamb, Rob, and Gruyere on the same sandwich? Sold. My pre-sandwich giddiness is under my skin. Fuck Russell Brand's empathy for baby sheep. Selling my son on us moving to Georgia eventually. Southern gals taste like actual peaches. East Coast Yenta breasts are the pits. Natural beauties in New York don't grow on trees. This is the Do It All Daddier podcast. Dad-friendly entertainment for you and me. Controlling our kids with comedy can make our kids great again. But I don't want to wrap things up just yet. Planned Parenthood. Did you know this? Planned Parenthood is in the middle of NYU. Didn't they raise the requirements for entry since Deborah Messing got in? You'd think taking the pill, anal alternatives, and sticking the fellatio wasn't beyond freshman orientation comprehension. Can I get another holla for some holla? The only time I get mad at my perfect daughter is when her younger brother greets her with a prolonged hug off the bus after school. I stress, be grateful for having a brother who loves you so much. Most smell and are boring. Biden's main reason for trying to become president is because of the rise of white nationalism under Trump. Didn't you call Obama a clean, well-spoken blackie compared to others? Not those exact words, but we got the gist, working class Joe. The Charlottesville fiasco bared the fangs of racism. Biden, but Antifa wears black hoods. Please clarify. You pedophile conjuring creep. Also, why didn't you ever get touchy-feeling and cross the red line with Michelle? Just curious. Let's see how Biden fares in the debates. He's a government hack career politician who still treats Al Sharpton like he's got cultural cachet, like Kanye or Candace Owens. His son is banging his brother's widow. USA soul is saved. Guaranteed. Can I get another holla for some holla? Biden trying to sound like Obama. We are in a battle for the soul of our nation. Like Huma Liquor Breath had a soul to spare. Like Huma Liquor Breath had a soul to spare to sell the devil in the first place. Obama did jack shit when fentanyl killed more Americans than the Viet Cong liver spots. Biden. Biden's already got an 8-point lead on Trump based on what? I don't see Valerie Jarrett moving out of the Obama's crib to become his full-time live-in Arabian horse whisperer. Biden is an Eastern worshiper. I screwed that up. My son is out of control right now, and he is ruining my flow. And it's driving me nuts. So we're going to do this again. Biden's already got an 8-point lead on Trump. Based on what? I don't see Valerie Jarrett moving out of the Obama's crib to become his full-time, live-in Arabian horse whisperer. Biden is an Easter worshiper. Last time I checked. Can I get another holla for some holla? Biden describes the Antifa, anarchists, riot instigating, pee throwing, bike lock hitting, wannabe tough guy thugs as courageous, especially when the police are told to stand down as their paid opposition tantrums ensue. I love how Biden acts like a friend of Israel, or any Jew for that matter. His ex-boss nuke-gifted Iran and the PLO as he slithered out the door, who got Jussie Smollett off for almost starting a fake news instigated race war. I don't want to talk about this stuff, folks, but the opposition makes it very hard to keep my mouth shut. Imagine George Conway dating again. Sure, Trump won again in 2020, but that's just because America's fucking nuts. Didn't your wife and 4 kids waive all visitation rights because you're the deranged, jealous mook, not the Donald? This is the Do It All Dad Year podcast. Dad-friendly entertainment for you and me. Controlling our kids with comedy. Can make our kids great again. And I'll have to do one more for the road because you guys spoil me. It's my wife complaining. I wake up, look after the kids, and go to work. I add, don't forget me pulverizing Blondie for all time's sake with her new gusto last night, babe. And our bed elevating sweaty sex period was before Amy Schumer's pregnant pics. Do It All Dad Year podcast. What Gen X parents understand. Controlling our kids with comedy. Can make our kids great again. This is this is actually happening. German women's magazines are actually now giving tips on treating stab wounds. So much for that topic being a no-go area. Yikes. What's the following column? Exactly. Acid attack makeover tips? Yeah. Burqa costume websites to throw after Heidi John's cousin after a 3-day rave in downtown Berlin? Michael Avante endorses Joe Biden for president. Stormy Daniels' lawyer. Wasn't Avante just disbarred? Then again, so was Bill, Hillary, and She-Hulk Michelle. How much of a lying piece of shit do you have to be to get disbarred, as Jackie Mason would say? So Do It All Dad Year podcast. Dad-friendly entertainment for you and me. Controlling our kids with comedy. Can make our kids great again. And I'll talk to you guys soon.